Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jebi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. My name is Alex Grove alongside Nathan Linder and special guest Brady Packer on this beautiful day, Saturday afternoon, for this wrestling event of Adrian College versus Case Western. Brady, I want to welcome you to the Adrian College broadcast. And what can you tell us from a wrestler's perspective getting ready for a match like this? Right, it's the home opener. We just celebrated Coach Paul McDonald, who has been immortalized here at Adrian College. So getting ready for a match after what has transpired before, what do you think is going through the head of the wrestlers right now?
I would say for a lot of them, they're just getting that mental preparation ready. They are, like you can see here, Adrian Rosas on the mat. He has his headphones on, and so he's just getting mentally prepared. He's going to be the first match out for the day. A lot of the times it's just so much mental preparation going into a wrestling match. It's 70% mental, 30% physical.
Well, we're looking forward to having a great match here for the Adrian Bulldogs and also as well for the Case Western Spartans as we are getting set for our first match of the afternoon. Adrian Rosa, ranked number 15th in the country, as you just heard on the PA. Brady, what can you tell us about your teammate here?
Adrian, he is one of the fastest paces in the room, one of the largest gas tanks I've seen in our room in my time here. He's got a non-stop mentality, and that's what contributes a lot to his success.
There you go, Adrian on the green, Spartans on the red, and an early takedown, as both of them are grappling on the floor.
Adrian here is sitting in a front headlock position. Here he'll usually look for that close right ankle of the Spartans. You can see here a roll of the street for a takedown.
Bulldogs score 3 for the takedown here. Adrian at top position. As the Adrian crowd is getting rowdy. So Brady, when you're in this top position here, what's like, so maintaining control, is that the name of the game as Adrian's putting out in the circle?
Yeah, maintaining control is the name of the game. Yeah, you can see how the Spartans wrestler, he tried to roll and Adrian immediately followed his hips. But you also want to find your back points. You want to be able to break the plane of their shoulder blades more than 90 degrees to the mat so you can get awarded more points, not just your three-point takedown.
So we're sitting here, and so explain to us, for the viewers that don't know, what's that just transpired after the whistle?
So Adrian already had control, and when they went out of bounds, they'll go back to the center of the mat with the Spartans wrestler down, starting in the referee's position, and Adrian coming in on top.
Adrian still on the top mount, looking to stay dominant, stay hot early on in this match. So far they're stalled. And there's the break. Adrian and Eliseo back at it, back in neutral. As the Bulldogs and Spartans open up today with the fast-paced action here at the 125 weight class. So Brady, and when you wrestle, right, and you're stuck in a neutral position, right? Earlier before the show started, we started talking about like the mentality of the wrestlers. It's an easy takedown for Adrian. My goodness, there's those quick motor that you were talking about earlier. But when you're in that position, the mentality of neutral, like what's the mentality? What's the technical things that you're thinking and looking for?
The mentality is you want to do everything you can to get them to move where you want them to be at. Whether you want their left leg stepping forward closer to you, or you want to get that inside control on the tie-up. It's all about just moving your opponent where you want them to be.
And Adrian looks like he's doing just that against Alizio, against the Spartans, as he's just scored an amazing 10 points while during that match. This is 10-1. Adrian controlling the match. This is just amazing to watch here at the 125 class. As they still on top mount, here's Adrian Rasa. And there's time in the first period. Rasa takes that by domination. As the wrestlers look to reset here, look to get into neutral. Remember, Rasa's over here in green, Alizio's on the red corner. As they're back in neutral, fighting for possession or fighting for position of top. They break off. Rasa and Alizio sizing each other up, seeing who can make the first move. Alizio looks like he's trying to get a jump step to do a quick takedown against Rasa. As Rasa looks for the leg. Oh, my goodness. Rasa looks to grab that leg. Rasa from behind. Go ahead, partner. 3-point takedown for Rasa as he extends his lead to 13.
Alizio escaped that and was given 1 point escape point.
So when you're in Alizio's position of on the receiving end of a takedown, what's some of the ways that you can easily escape and get back to neutral ground?
It really depends, like on what Adrian just shot, the sweep single that he went to take that most recent takedown with. You want to just be almost stay extended to how he was. A lot of the times, like you'll see guys going splits or at that position, and that's just keeping as much pressure as you can away from the wrestler that's attempting to take that.
So like, as the action went on, we saw a little bit of that escape from Rasa on that potential takedown from Alizio. Rasa and Alizio still back at neutral ground. Still looking to figure each other out in this chess match. Oh.
You can hear the Adrian College team asking for a stalling call for Alizio.
Second period is up, and stalling call. So the stalling call is not just when you're in a grapple, but also when you're not attacking?
It can be, yes. So the stalling call, especially this year, we had a officials clinic before the Adrian invite this year, and they're going to start calling stall calls much sooner to keep the action moving. And you can see Adrian here. He had an optional start position, which is just placing your hands towards the top of the opponent's path. And like how he is here, a lot of people use that to immediately get into a front headlock position.
And that front headlock position looks to be very advantageous for Adrian Rasa as he's keeping Alizio. And the Bulldog Nation is howling. And there it is outside the circle, Rasa.
Alizio was just given his first stalling call of the match. He has one more until the ref will start awarding Adrian points.
Here we go. Rasa and Alizio back at it. Rasa looks for the double leg takedown. Alizio over the head.
Adrian put him into a waterfall position here, which is the head in between the opponent's legs and having pent up.
So that waterfall position, will that negate a takedown for the opponent?
No, that is just it's getting towards a takedown. So you want to be able to have complete control of the hips for a takedown.
Okay. Rasa still looking to get to the hips.
Yep. And here is the stalemate call from the ref. He's going to push him back up to neutral.
Back to neutral we go after that stalemate. Alizio looking for a takedown against Rasa. Rasa has not been an easy person to take down. So we're looking at Alizio and Rasa, both 125. But the one difference I'm seeing, like off rip, is the height.
Yeah,
And it looks like Ross is taking advantage of the height difference. So do you think that shorter is better in wrestling compared to other sports where they look for bigger?
I would say so, yes. It's almost some disadvantages. But the height difference, it just depends on a lot of higher, larger weight classes, and taller, you have a lot more leverage to move around your opponent compared to being shorter.
As the first match of the day has just concluded, Adrian Rosso with the decisive 17-3 victory to take the first match of the day against Case Western Spartans. And even though the score was very, very decisive, we're seeing a lot of fight from the Spartans.
Absolutely, yes.
As we have our next matchup here on the 133 weight class, Jaeger Corliss and Art Martinez. So we looked at how Adrian Rosso was for Adrian College. Jaeger Corliss, what's some of the background info on him?
So he's a freshman this year. I do not know too much about him. He wrestled in the black and gold. He did very well in that match. He did very well in the Adrian invite as well. He seems to be an overall very technically sound wrestler.
So we got the technically sound wrestler in Jaeger Corliss taking on Art Martinez. And one thing to mention for the Case Western Spartans, they actually, the last invite that they went to that counted, Mount Union invite, they placed 3rd out of 14. So team-wise, this is a team that probably will, even if they start slow, will get hot late.
Yes, I would say so.
Oh, Jaeger Corliss and Art Martinez really going up. Oh, headgear.
Yep, the headgear is off of Jaeger here. Oh, not Jaeger. That is Art. I'm sorry.
So in the midst of that lost gear, Art Martinez gains a takedown and is up 3-0 here in the first period of play. 3-minute periods for each wrestling match.
The first period is 3 minutes, and the 2 and 3 are both 2 minutes.
Correction. Thank you, Brady. See, this is why I love having people that are part of the team or like have done stuff together, like amazing stuff. As we see Art Martinez riding the wave, trying to maintain top position against Corliss. So when wrestlers are in this position where there's a top and like, but this could also be called for a stalling call, correct?
It depends. A lot of the stalling calls when you do have top control are just from sitting on ankles or holding onto an ankle for too long. If you physically grab anywhere on the leg without putting your opponent into some sort of pinning combination or a back point situation, the ref will start counting, and once he hits 5, he will call you for a stalling call of the ankle.
So far we're seeing a clean
yes, absolutely.
Right, as there's the escape from Corliss, he scores a point here. Martinez takes the bottom position, looking like a dog about to attack. Corliss sizing him up along with Martinez. Martinez springs up from the bottom position. They're at the edge of the circle.
Martinez goes for a headlock here.
Oh. Although most of them are outside the circle with that 1 foot staying in, it's not called, and now it is called.
Yep. So Martinez there, he had a head and arm control, and then he went in and locked up Corliss's leg for the 3-point takedown there.
We got a 6-1 game. Martinez with the 2 takedowns gaining the lead, having a 5-point lead over Corliss and Adrian College. Martinez back up top, but Corliss looks to escape, looks to try to wrap around. He goes, gets caught. Martinez maintaining really good control, as we have seen here this whole entire match so far in this first period. Martinez making sure that he's not going to get on stall call.
No, it looks like he is looking for wrist control on Corliss here. but it looks like he's unsuccessful so far.
Corliss still looking to escape. 30 seconds left in the period. Corliss, as he puts the hips up, trying to find that escape pattern. As the Bulldog crowd is urging Corliss on. Martinez still maintaining control. And there's the end of the period there. So as we see here, Art Martinez and Jaeger Corliss. Is it Jaeger or Jagger?
It's Jagger.
Jagger.
Jagger, I believe.
Apologies to the Corliss family and Jagger himself. So we're in a new period. There's a reset, 2-minute period now.
Yep, and you saw at the start there from the from the broadcast. The original choice was for Martinez, and he deferred it to Corliss. And then Corliss chose the bottom position to start out the second period.
So what's the advantage of starting off in the bottom in a new period?
So once you do escape in the bottom position, you're awarded 1 point. So if you're in the situation where nobody scores during the first period and you can get up from bottom in the second period, you're leading by 1.
So that would be a jump in points if you escape out the bottom?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep, it is an increase by 1 point.
Well, that 1 point has just been gained.
Yep.
2 points for Corliss. Corliss and Martinez, and with Martinez with a quick takedown.
Yes.
Jaeger with the escape. He's fighting back here. Now shortens the deficit to 6. This match is getting exciting. If you don't like this, you do not like college wrestling. How can you not enjoy this? Martinez and Corliss back to neutral, standing up on 2 feet. Martinez looks for the takedown. No takedown being awarded. Both scrambling, still on the edge of the circle.
There
and
is the 3
Martinez
points.
Gets the takedown against Corliss. Now one leg still outside, and now they are outside of the circle. 12-3 score. Martinez. Scoreboard, yes, he's dominating, but what we just saw in the last 90 seconds.
Corliss is absolutely putting up a fight here.
This is just amazing to watch. Corliss back on bottom. Martinez on top.
And Corliss is in a quad pod here, fighting hands to get out, and he's broken back down.
So with the quad pod, are you looking to escape through the wrist outside? So what's the strategy here when you get up on the quad?
So when you get on the quad pod, a lot of guys, they'll sit on one of the legs almost. And you want to be able to fight the hands and also fight your leg out of that position so you can get away.
As we see, Corliss is back on the quad pod, and now it's time for the third period. 12-3. Have you seen people come back from this type of deficit?
I have before, yes. Yes, it is, and they're very exciting matches.
Well, we'll see if Corliss can come back here or Martinez to defend. Corliss and Martinez now swapping positions. Corliss takes the top. Martinez looks for an escape, and he does.
It's not been awarded yet.
Oh.
And there's the award for the escape.
So being awarded for the escape is when they get back to neutral fully?
Yes.
Okay, so what we just saw wasn't at a full neutral.
That is true. Until the ref calls the 1 point escape, Corliss would technically still have been in control.
All right. Corliss and Martinez. This is a dog fight right here.
Absolutely.
And Martinez gets credited for the takedown, improving his point total. Corliss escapes.
And it looks like Martinez is looking for a technical fall here with just letting Corliss up.
At the edge of the circle, here's Martinez and Corliss really locking arms. Martinez looking to get that ankle of Corliss. So far, no call here, and it looks like Martinez
takedown
just got awarded.
And that is the technical fall, 19-4.
1-1 score, 1-1 record here with Adrian winning the 125. The Case Western Spartans winning the 133.
Yep. and that'll bring the team score for 5-4 with the Spartans in the lead.
So with a technical take or
a technical fall.
With a technical fall, is that a +1 on the total score?
Yes.
Okay.
So there are a few different kinds of ways to win a wrestling match. So there's the technical fall, like we just saw. You can pin your opponent, and then there's a major and minor decision.
So major and minor decision. So is that like when wrestlers wait or boxers wait for the judges' score, or is that different?
It's a little different. So it's just by the difference in the physical score of the match. A major is anywhere above an 8-point difference in score.
Okay.
And that will be 4 points for the opposing team. A minor would be 3 points. A technical fall, as you can see, is 5, and then a pin is 16 points.
So Case Western's up by 1 off the technical fall, and we have Cole Riedel facing off against my apologies, Hunter Keene. As Adrian looking to get that point back. As these two look to be dancing, looking for each other's takedown as they both went for the legs. No dice on either one. Riedel and Keene both going at it. Still at neutral. So this is more of a feeling out process that we're seeing for both Riedel and Keene.
A lot of the time in the first few minutes of the first period, the wrestlers are just feeling each other out, trying to see what the other person's going to be doing and what they can do.
As we're seeing that right here unfold live. Riedel and Keene. Riedel trying to go for the headlock as Keene looks for the leg takedown. So when you're in this feeling out process, when you feel like when you're in the feeling out process, in neutral, when do you feel like it's the right time to go, like, I got it, boom, go for it?
It's all about feel, like the way the opponent feels and the way, like, how you feel moving them around. So every single match is different. Like, you're almost never going to wrestle the same person twice. So it's genuinely all just about feel.
So in case these two do wrestle against twice, that would have to be at the national stage, correct?
Not necessarily. We may go to a tournament at some point during the season and see Case Western.
Well, if that comes up, this is going to be an exciting rematch if it does. As neither wrestler has scored any points as of late. It's really been a chess match for this match with Riedel and Keene at 141.
Yep. And Cole is in on the legs here. He has his hands locked around the legs. And they're back in apart now.
Back to neutral, Riedel and Keene. Riedel's popping up and down like he's playing Call of Duty. As Keene goes for the takedown. Oh, the Call of Duty comment comes back to bite us. He gets a takedown. He gets the 3 points. With the legs still being in the circle, no whistle as of yet.
Yep. If any point of the body is in the circle, the wrestlers are still considered in bounds. You could see Keene trying to toe drag right there to stay in.
So we've seen this within the first 3 rounds now. So to our viewers, can you explain this a little bit more on, like, what's the whistle of the circle, what's the reset, what's some thought process, and what's the ruling here?
So for out of bounds, like
my goodness.
Oh, yep, and you can see the ref here, like I was talking about earlier, counting off on that ankle while he was holding. But with the and there's a 2-point reversal for Riedel.
My goodness, still in bounds. The dog fight.
Dog fight.
Oh my gosh!
Keene gets a last-second escape just before the buzzer. But with the out-of-bounds rule, like I was saying, any portion of the body of you or your opponent being in bounds, if you're wrestling out on the edge of the circle, you are both still considered in bounds. But once you do go out of bounds, the ref will call. He will, and whatever position you were just in, he will reset you down into that position, whether it be neutral or some sort of top and bottom variation.
As we see the top and bottom to start off, the restart. 4-2 Case Western as Keene takes the lead. As Riedel looking to escape Keen's grasp. Keen looking to keep Riedel in that position. As both are fighting. Riedel still at the bottom as he wraps his leg around Keen's leg.
You can see Riedel reaching for Keen's leg here to try to pull him over his shoulders.
So we've seen Riedel go over the head a couple times, and men's style wrestling for the NCAA D3 is folk style, correct?
Yes.
So can you explain to our viewers what folk style is compared to that freestyle of wrestling?
So the biggest difference are between the rule sets. Like in folk style, you can't say like throw if you're looking at a clock from 12 to 6 straight over your head.
Okay.
You have to have some sort of control on the way down with your opponent. In freestyle, that's where you'll see like a lot of those suplexes coming in, like those belly to back suplexes of somebody going from standing behind them to throwing them over the top of their head.
Go ahead.
So also there is almost no bottom work in freestyle. If there's any pause in the action for roughly more than 3 seconds, the ref will call and there's a stall call for Riedel here. So that's his first stall call of the match. One more and Keen will be awarded a point, but the bottom position for the top and bottom position for freestyle is called a little differently than in folk style. It's the parterre position,
okay.
And there's very, very little mat wrestling in that. They are very the referees will very often call the wrestlers back up to their feet.
So it was just for that style of wrestling, it's just turn and go.
Absolutely, yes.
So since Riedel had been control, oh my gosh, Riedel with the slam.
An absolutely massive mat return from Riedel here.
So in the last period when Riedel was taken over the head, since Keen had control, that was still legal, of course, folk style.
Yes.
Riedel a dominant position after that massive slam against Keen, looking to regain some points.
Yep, and you can see Riedel here with his legs in, looking for some back points, but no swipes were given.
As the music blares, encouraging Riedel on. It's like seeing, anytime the music blares during a wrestling match, it's like seeing a superpower just be activated.
Yes.
Riedel get in the headlock position. Riedel, Keen's trying to escape. Riedel staying on top of things as Keen is flaying his legs.
Yep. This is where Riedel is the strongest. He's the strongest in the top position. He just needs to get one turn here to get in the lead with only a deficit of 2 points now.
Riedel looking to get that, to make that deficit a 0. Riedel still on top as the Adrian crowd gets alive.
And the ref just calls a stalemate here, so they will reset back to center with Keen on bottom and Riedel on top.
So as you just mentioned, this is Riedel's time to shine.
Absolutely it is, yes.
Riedel getting set. There's the whistle. Riedel on top, Keen looking to escape.
And you can see Cole looking for those wrists to break him down fully onto his stomach here.
Keen's doing a pretty good job making sure that Riedel does not get that wrist control, but Riedel staying on top. As he's not been awarded neutral, and now he has.
The score is now 5-2 with 10 seconds left in the match.
Riedel, can he get one last takedown to score a tie? 3 seconds left. Keen stays strong in the defense, and Keen squeaks it out for the victory at 141. That, in my opinion, I know Adrian lost, but best match so far.
That was a great match to watch. It was very exciting. That brings the team score 8-4 with the Spartans leading.
Well, I hope you viewers are ready for more like we are, because right now we have Landon Krantz coming out for 149 against Robert Minden for the Spartans. So Landon Krantz, we see him walking up here. So we had Rasa, who's quick.
Yes.
Corliss, who's technical. Riedel, whose strength is in the top position. Krantz, what are we looking at?
He is very fast, too. His neutral game is probably his best portion of his game that I've seen.
And the wrestlers will start off as neutral here at 149. Krantz, Minden, Krantz, as they're both looking at each other, feeling each other out. Neutral we go. There's the break. Krantz drops down. So when you see wrestlers do that, that's like the defense of making sure that takedown doesn't happen.
So you can see Minden is throwing a lot of fakes out that was now, and that was why Krantz dropped down to his knees like he did.
So, Krantz goes right for it.
And then Minden puts him straight into a headlock right there. Looking to re-snap him flat, but it's not successful.
One thing that, like, with seeing a lot of these snaps on the neck and on the legs, stretching has to be the main thing for the wrestlers.
Absolutely it is. We have about, depending on the day, about a 10 to 12-minute warm-up before practices, and then every other week we'll have a yoga session. We have a yoga instructor come in for about an hour.
Shoot, is that yoga open for the public? Shoot, I might try to hop in on some classes. Like, shoot, man. Krantz and Minden back to neutral, still feeling each other out in the process. No points have been awarded yet. As here's Krantz has just stated at the top of the match that this is his strong suit in the neutral position. We'll see if he can make something out of it. Both wrestlers are still in bounds thanks to Minden. And now, as Minden pushes him out of bounds, they will reset. Back to neutral we go. A true neutral form. Here's Krantz. Grabs the head of Minden.
Yeah, you can see him fighting for inside control of the tie right there.
So Brady, when you wrestle, do you look for that technical control right in neutral, or do you just go straight at it for the leg takedown?
I will always try to start to hand fight first. A lot of the times I'm not shooting in on the legs. I will. What's the best way to describe it for you here? Like I'll do a lot of like leg sweeps almost.
Okay.
Almost like if you know, have you ever seen judo?
I have.
Like a Uchimata throw.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do that a lot recently. There's also like underhook takedowns. I'll use those a lot, and then a front headlock, and then go behind.
Well, speaking of front headlock, we just saw Minden escape Krantz's headlock, and he started running to the opposite corner, and now Minden has Krantz in the bottom position, but not awarded a takedown.
So Krantz is just stretched out here on the leg right now. He needs to get his hips up towards the leg so he's able to finish that takedown.
Krantz has the one leg.
And there's the three-point take. There is no takedown awarded there.
How?
I have no idea.
Oh, my goodness. The ref is playing mind games on us. He wants this match to continue on until overtime as the first period just ended.
We are 0-0.
My goodness. Like, viewers, I'm going to be honest. Never have called a wrestling match before. But with this being the first, my goodness, this will want to make you join wrestling in a heartbeat.
I hope so.
Oh, my gosh. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm brave enough to face different sports. But I'm going to leave the wrestling to you because seeing how technical and the power, the strength, the speed that it's going at, especially as we're seeing Krantz and Minden at just neutral on the scoreboard, but scoreboard is lying to us with how good this match has been going. As Minden looks for the takedown on Krantz's one leg, as both are out of bounds.
Both are out.
Now, I actually was kind of worried about how the ref was going to call that, because if he called that a takedown, I probably would have had some questions.
Yeah. So that was I'm sorry. It was yes. Minden was just trying to get Krantz back down. So now Krantz is awarded his 1-point escape.
The first point of the match awarded to Krantz and Adrian Bulldogs as they're both back in neutral. Going back to the feeling each other out process. So one thing that we're seeing, though, anytime that these wrestlers go to neutral, we see a little bit of a slow step. So exhaustion, like fatigue, has to play in a role.
It does to an extent, yes, but it almost always hits after the match. If you're conditioned well enough, the adrenaline just helps you keep going for those 7 minutes.
As Minden just got awarded a takedown. Minden looking on the top. Krantz looking to escape out of it.
Minden throws in a leg here.
So that position that Minden's in. So we talked about the quad pod in the last match.
Yes.
Right. With Minden, right, when the position that he's in with holding the leg in, making sure that he's on one side of it. Can you just explain to Minden's style?
So Minden is leg riding right now. That is putting your leg on top, putting your leg in and locking up one of his legs. So that's either with some sort of figure 4 with your other leg, or just putting your leg in between his and locking around an ankle with your foot.
So can that still be awarded some form of takedown?
Most of the time, the takedown's already been awarded at that point. So, but like we saw with Corliss's match at 133, they were awarded a takedown for that when they were almost in the neutral position, but he also had the head and arm control.
So it's really just ref's choice at that point?
Yes.
All right. As we just saw a quick flurry at the end of the second period as Krantz escaped but was not awarded a point because the buzzer blew. We are now the third period, final 2 minutes of the match at 149. Krantz started on top. He has the leg. Krantz now goes from leg to ankle, back to leg, now to hips as he takes the dominant position. Not awarded a takedown, but Krantz is looking for points here.
Absolutely. He's looking to scoop those ankles back towards each other so he can't get his base up to standing.
Minden, as he's looking to make sure those wrists are out, and now he's back up.
Yep. Krantz let him up here, looking to get that takedown.
Both are at the edge of the circle. Krantz still in bounds as they both are now back in the circle of play. Krantz and Minden. Krantz looks for the takedown, and now they're both out of bounds on that attempt.
Yep, and Krantz shooting Minden out right there. As you can see, Krantz went early there before the whistle, so he's given a caution. That's just a warning.
So see how Krantz is being aggressive. This is the name of the game.
Absolutely.
When you're behind, especially with a manageable deficit to work with.
Yes, absolutely it is.
Krantz looking for the takedown to tie, to force this until overtime. There's the attempt. Now both men are side to side. Krantz still keeps him in bounds, looking for the takedown. Does he get it? Does not get the takedown.
Neutral. Minden is wrapped up on his leg right now, and the ref will call a stalemate and bring them back to center.
Wow. Minden's defense, credit to his defense.
Absolutely.
To make sure this does not go to overtime. Final 33 seconds of the match out here at 149. Crowd is on their feet, cheering Krantz on to score these points. Minden on the defense. Both are out of bounds.
Yep. And Minden was awarded with his second stall warning. As you can see, the score is now 2-4. The second stall call is giving Krantz a point.
As Krantz looked like he went a little bit early there.
Yep, so he's given another caution.
Krantz, one takedown will win this match and will score.
He's given another stall call.
Final 12 seconds
Final
here at
12
149.
seconds. Krantz is trailing by 1 point now.
Krantz needs this. He needs this. Krantz fighting. Minden tries to get the dominant. Krantz is out the outside. At the neutral position. Oh, my.
Goodness. What a match.
So close as we see the frustration from Krantz. Wow. Landon Krantz almost squeaked out a victory.
Yes, he did.
But Minden stayed strong on the defense.
You could really see Krantz pushing the pace towards the end of that match there.
Landon Krantz and Menden just got finished at 149. Here we have 157. Aiden Smith for Adrian College.
Yes.
And we have Thomas Wagner for Case Western.
Yep. And Aiden Smith was an All-American last year. He placed 4th in the country. He was undefeated in the MIAA last year.
Well, undefeated last year. Aiden Smith.
I believe he's ranked 2nd right now.
Yes, he is 2nd in the 157 weight class. So this has to be, right, correct me if I'm wrong, but this has to be primetime motion.
Absolutely it is prime time.
Oh. What just happened here?
I'm not entirely sure. Aiden Smith did not come out onto the mat.
So a forfeit has been awarded.
Yep, a forfeit has been awarded. That would be 6 more team points.
Damn!
My goodness.
Well, we go on to 165 now. 165, Connor Williams for Adrian, Marty Landis. As Case Western has 2 wrestlers listed at 165. It could either be Marty Landis or Justin Sweeney. So we'll see here who's wrestling. As here we have the match of 165.
Yes. Connor just placed 3rd at the Adrian Invite 2 weeks ago now. He's a very dominant wrestler for his style.
Williams in the neutral position. And we do apologize if we do not clarify the name of the Case Western wrestler, as there was a miscommunication with the PA not hearing clearly, so we do not know if it's Landis or Sweeney wrestling Williams at this moment. But we do assure you that a good match is going to be in place. Williams in a neutral. As both wrestlers look for domination here.
Williams trying a slide by there.
Both wrestlers still feeling each other out. Both giving out fakes. Back to neutral. As the Bulldog crowd is cheering on Connor Williams during this feeling out process. Ref is making sure that this match keeps moving on. There's Williams with the bull rush. No dice as they're back to neutral. There's the fake. Hand check. So is the hand check just a taunt, or is that like
somewhat, yeah, it depends. It depends on who you ask. But the NCAA has actually added a rule onto that more. If the hand is more in the face instead of the top of the head now, you're going to get called for unnecessary roughness, for an unsportsmanlike call.
So far, there's no unsportsmanlike calls here, and everything's legal and good as both wrestlers are back to neutral. Still looking for each other's first points. A little bit of a longer feeling out process here at 165 compared to the other matches that we have seen earlier today.
About 23 seconds left in the first period here.
Case Western's wrestlers still looking for that takedown as well as Williams. As we're seeing just a lot of hand checks and taunts. Final 3 seconds here at the end of the first period, and that does it after one. 17-4 is the score right now for both teams. Case Western has the lead. as Connor Williams elects to go to the bottom.
Yeah. Case Western deferred their choice to Adrian here.
There you go. Case Western on top, Adrian on the bottom. Williams looking to escape the grab. So far he's up, but no points been awarded. Now he has.
There is the escape point.
Pit escape for Williams. 1-0 here is the score here in the middle of the second. As they're going back to feeling each other out. With the rate that this match is going, this has the makings of a low scoring
yes,
point total.
It could very potentially be low scoring here.
But that honestly could be good for Adrian when looking at the points.
Yes.
Connor Williams looking to control the match here, which he's so far doing good at. With the amount of fakes that are going on, you can imagine how tired you can get, like no matter how well conditioned you are.
This is truthful, yes.
So what's some of Connor Williams' like biggest strengths or biggest takeaways that you can elaborate on?
Just how strong he is, I would say. His strength on the mat is almost next level for 165 here. And it's very rough. I don't wrestle him too much in the room just because he is larger than me by quite a bit. But when I have before, it is genuinely absurd.
Man, now I've worked out in the gym here at Adrian, the lovely gym facility here, and I've seen you guys work out. And like, number one, the weight you guys lift, yeah, ain't no way I would want to challenge any of you guys. But number two, the camaraderie that I'm seeing off the mat. On and off the mat, we're seeing on the mat the whole camaraderie with the team that is not starting, that's not wrestling today, the cheer squad there.
Yes.
And then in the gym, in the locker room, how you guys come together and encouraging each other. Can you talk to us about off the mat activities that you guys do to like make sure that you guys are a tight-knit group?
So off the mat, a lot of us we're constantly eating meals together, like in Richie 2 or 3 times a day, and then just hanging out as well, like in the dorms, in the library doing homework, and then a lot of us we do have similar classes with each other. Are they awarding Connor the takedown here?
Connor has been.
I do not believe.
I saw the green band go up.
I did as well. But we do just spend a lot of time together outside of the room to build that relationship with each other. Genuinely almost as a second family.
And we're seeing that second family, Connor Williams.
Absolutely.
Beautiful takedown. My goodness. Connor.
Keeping his top position here. And he's working for the wrist control.
Making sure he's making a statement here at 165. Connor Williams making sure that wrist is spread out. Both are still on the ground. Connor's still on top position. As he has a grab on the chest. Final 40 seconds here in the third period.
Yep. And with 1 minute and 12 seconds riding time now, he will be given an extra point at the end of the match for his riding time. And that comes from more than 1 minute total of riding time. It's more of a control point at the end of the match, just to recognize who was in control for the large majority of the match.
And the escape almost happened, but Williams shut that down, putting him back to the ground. Final 10 seconds here of this match. And the rides out as Adrian wins the match at 165.
And that'll finish that score of the match, 2-0, Adrian.
Adrian making its comeback here as they shorten the deficit by 10. Here we have our next wrestlers out. At 174, Caleb
Heumann.
Caleb Heumann for Adrian and Chase Crutchley for the Spartans. Caleb Heumann walking in here with the biggest confidence I have seen.
This is Aiden Smith coming out at 174.
Oh, so we have a wrestling, so a change in weight.
Yes, we do.
Aiden Smith. So we do see the second-ranked wrestler at 157 coming in at 165, or 174, excuse me.
You can see the definite size difference between these two right now. And it looks like on our sheet it's saying that he missed weight at 157 here.
So, where do you see? So, Aiden Smith, ranked second at 157, faced against Chase Crutchley. Sorry, I'm trying to get my words together because just the size difference that we see, right?
Yes.
As a wrestler, when you miss weight and you're fighting either above or below your weight class, like, what goes on through your mind here?
Definitely how large are they going to be for me? Like, in high school, I had to bump up a good amount of times because of just for the team. But, like, it's the first thing in my mind was always, how much stronger are they going to be than me? But I don't know if that will be a problem for Aiden here. He does wrestle a lot of the larger guys in the room already. He is out with an injury right now, but Spencer Voss is one of his main practice partners in the room, and he would usually wrestle at 184.
That was interesting because we were wondering about Spencer Voss because last tournament or last invite he did pretty well.
Yes, yeah.
So we wish Spencer Voss a speedy recovery as a quick out of bounds just happened there. As we see both wrestlers back at neutral here.
You see Aiden going in for the ankle there.
Size does not matter. Look at this David and Goliath matchup going on.
Oh, my goodness. Aiden Smith awarded the three-point takedown.
Aiden Smith is showing us why he is second in the country at the NCAA D3 level at his weight class. He comes back again.
And he's going to get
over. Still in bounds.
Still in bounds. Not awarded any back points for that. Just given one swipe.
As Aiden Smith, with his foot still in bounds, is getting that right time, and now they are out of bounds as they will reset. One thing you love to see off on the sidelines here is how each coach's reaction.
Yes.
You see Adrian's coach, no win or loss, you see him jumping up and down. Case Western's coach, you see him like in the win or loss, like he's just like, he looks stoic, but you can tell that he's very into it, like the different emotions that come up.
Yes, and I will say about Coach Schindel, he says it in the room quite a bit, and I genuinely believe there's nobody else out there that wants to win as much as he does. That man is a competitor at heart.
And we are seeing that in his reaction and also with how each match has been going. Aiden Smith looking to get top position. Crutchley making sure he doesn't get there. Still at neutral, still feeling each other out here, trying to regain the dominant positions. Aiden Smith trying to score some more points is Chase Crutchley, and we go on to the second period. 3-1 is your score for the individual.
Adrian was given the choice here, and they defer to Case Western.
Aiden Smith on top.
Yep, and Crutchley chooses the bottom position here.
Crutchley trying to get some more points out of the pit escape. Smith looking for ride time. As Smith lets him out. Back to neutral we go. The way these two are going at each other, this has the makings of a firework finish. Smith and Crutchley. Smith looking for that leg. Crutchley now looking for the leg. Jawing at each other's leg like sharks in there. Smith goes for the double leg takedown but gets stopped by Crutchley.
Crutchley in on a front headlock here now. Will he do anything with it is the question.
Crutchley, Smith trying to get out of that headlock. Almost did. Crutchley takes him down to the mat. No takedown, still in neutral. Crutchley still at the dominant position on that headlock.
Yep, there is a lot of pressure on the head and neck there, keeping the chest down. But Aiden's able to get out here.
Aiden Smith gets Crutchley. Seeing if he can return the favor with that headlock.
And he goes for that far ankle again.
That's one thing that we're seeing out of Aiden Smith is that we're starting to see why he's second ranked.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the aggressiveness that he's going and just no nonsense, straight attack to that leg.
Yes.
As both men are out of bounds towards the Adrian Bulldogs bench. Both come to neutral and we'll see who goes where. And it is just a true neutral. Fatigue becoming a factor as we are in the final 7 seconds. As these two will just ride out and Smith says no thank you. And now we see the buzzer for the third and final period. Aiden Smith up 3-2. Both wrestlers catching a breather.
Looks like Aiden Smith is going to choose the bottom position here. Looking to increase that point lead from his escape.
Now will Crutchley allow that escape to happen to try to score a takedown to gain the lead?
Yeah, see, this will probably be the hardest position of the match for Aiden right now just because of the size difference between the two.
Well, let's see how David does against Goliath right here. Aiden Smith looking to escape. As he looks like he's getting...
He's getting somewhere here.
He's
up on his feet, and he got out.
Aiden Smith makes it 4-2 for the individual score. Both in true neutral. We'll see who has the position. One thing I've been noticing in this match, when both of these wrestlers had true neutral, we're seeing that outside hand. Like where either Crutchley is controlling the outside wrist or Smith is controlling the outside
wrist. Yeah, wrist control is a very big thing just in every position. Whether it's neutral or you're in the top position, you want to control the wrist. Like especially in neutral, controlling the wrist or the elbow really helps you control where that person is going to be at.
Aiden Smith looks for more control as Crutchley just forces him out of bounds. Back to true neutral we go. Smith and Crutchley lock up. There's the headlock. Or now, no headlock, my apologies.
And Crutchley shoots in on Aiden's leg.
And no takedown being awarded just yet. Aiden Smith
sprawling with all of his force right now.
He has not yielded. Look at the tenacity to stay up. Still in bounds, and now they are out.
Now they're out. Going back to neutral here.
The tenacity of each fighter to make sure this doesn't get out of hand. exciting stuff to watch as Crutchley goes for another double leg takedown. Smith is making sure that doesn't happen. Goes over the head, but control is still maintained, so there's no violation there. Smith with the ankle lock, and Smith locks up the match with the W. 4-2 is the score of the individual. Aiden Smith wrestling above his weight class and winning it. Crutchley, amazing match as well.
That's very impressive at this level.
As we have seen surprises today with Aiden Smith. As we are now 184, as we were awaiting the PA, and the PA has confirmed. 184, Ben Granesco facing off against Matthew Gamer. Great song, great walkout song choice by Granesco. Who doesn't love Eminem as a walkout song choice? I'm just glad he chose a clean version with the kids around.
He did, yes. That's something our coach is very adamant about, the clean versions of walkouts music.
And one thing, like, when coming to, like, one thing I've seen that's different from many colleges with Adrian is that before the match was being set up, there was a community kids wrestling.
Yes,
going
yep.
on. So, like, run through, like, so is Adrian hosting that, like, as a school, or is that, like, a private thing?
That was a private thing with Coach Schindel. He runs tons of youth camps over the summer. Just for about the large majority of the summer, I would say, there's some kind of youth camp here at the school. And then, like today, the Youth Clinton Wrestling came in just for a clinic. And they were just running a little practice with the college guys.
It's amazing to see that how the older generation of the college guys teaching the younger generation, making sure that the legacy of the sport lives on. Here on Coach Paul McDonald night, as we have Granesco and Gamir getting after it. Gamir has been awarded the takedown. He is on the top position against Granesco. Granesco on the side, still looking to maintain. Now, when they're on the side, this is where they look for the wrist control at,
yes,
correct?
Yep, that's where they're going to look for the wrist control at.
Granesco looks to be halfway there to escaping out of the pit. Gamir is doing a really good job of playing defense, trying to gain that riding time. Granesco. A lot of close calls with Granesco so far with escapes, but yes. Gamir is just making sure that does not happen. Just a reminder, Adrian with the green, Case Western on the red. Both men still fighting for position as Gamir playing top-notch defense so far. Final 30 seconds left in the first period. Granesco looking to escape from the side. Gamir sees that. Goes to that side to play the defense, gaining that wrist control. Now he lets up as Granesco gets halfway. Now, these two can be at risk for stalling time.
Probably not, no. Okay. Granesco is constantly trying to get back up to his feet there. And then Gamir, he's been following his hips and trying to just break him back down and work for some sort of either back points or some kind of pinning combination.
So as long as there's constant movement.
Constant movement, constant working to improve, yes.
All right. Gamir on the top. Granesco on the bottom. Granesco still looking to escape. If he escapes here, he can get that 1 point to close the deficit. Gamir. As we hear the Adrian crowd cheering on Granesco. Gamir still in top position. The defense that Gamir is playing, like credit props here as he's in quad pod.
Yes. Keeps breaking Granesco back down in the mat on every attempt.
So what do you think is, so we talked about the wrist, we talked about the legs. Is there any other method that can be used to keep that dominant position and keep the ride time going?
A lot of the times it's forward, like pressuring forward, like into them. You don't want to keep your pressure backwards because then they can, your opponent can use that to stand back up into you. So forward pressure, I think, is more than likely the biggest thing to keep somebody on the mat.
And we've been seeing Gamir use a lot of forward pressure so far.
Yes.
Gamir now on his backside with Granesco on top, now going towards the side.
Looking to gain some back points here, but there's been no swipes from the referee.
Granesco still fighting to escape this pit. Final 16 seconds left here in the period. Gamir. Still on top. Granesco still looking to fight out the bottom. As the second period is coming down to a close. Third period time coming up. Both wrestlers catching their breath. So we'll see who goes where. As Granesco will start on top this time. As the EDM plays. Whistle blown, here's the third period. Granesco on top position, looking to score some more points.
Yes.
Keep Gamir out of the running of scoring more points. Both on their feet. Gamir escapes. Granesco looks for the takedown.
And he's in on the leg here. He goes back up to the upper body.
Both to neutral. Granesco
shooting again.
Gamir gains top position once more.
Awarded the 3 points now.
Gamir has been absolutely controlling this match right from the beginning. Granesco looking to escape. Gamir gaining control of those wrists. Granesco so many times in this whole match, so close to escaping the pit. Always halfway there. Let's see if he can get fully out this time. Whistle's blown.
For a stalemate call. They're going to be going back to center to reset here.
Granesco at the bottom. Gamir at the top. Granesco looking to get on his feet.
Yep, and Granesco's in a quad pod here. Will he be able to? Oh, and he goes back down.
Both wrestlers not giving up, and that's one thing that we have seen all day today that has been nothing short of amazing on the tenacity and the willingness to continue to keep going.
You see Granesco in on a leg, looking to get the reversal here.
Can he get it? Final 7 seconds here. Granesco looking to score some points. 2, 1.
And that's time. With riding time, the final score of that match is going to be 8-0, a major decision for the Spartans.
Good matches all around. As earlier we saw a forfeit match that led to the Spartans gaining points there. But with Ben Granesco's match concluded, we now have the opportunity to see senior Sean Swank. I wonder, has anybody accidentally called him Sean Swank Redemption?
I've never heard that, no, but I might now.
Sean Swank, here we go.
Oh, he might have my favorite walkout song. I believe it's Monsters by Kanye. Oh.
For those that have been on TikTok, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to pregame music or like pre-workout music or any type of activities, hearing those edits of shoot it.
Oh, it's perfect.
That's adrenaline right there.
Yes, it is.
I don't care how cringy that sounds.
Oh.
The adrenaline you get when you just hear that, I'm like, oh my god.
No, it is awesome. It's fantastic.
So we have Sean Swank facing off against either Aiden Gassel or Alexander Goldman here at the 197. Swank.
Yeah, but Swank looks to be in on a 2-on-1 already. That is one of his go-to setups.
Well, that go-to setup is working out for him as he looks to be in a dominant position already here at neutral.
He is in an odd position here. While he has the 2-on-1, he is also in a front headlock almost.
Both are still in neutral, both locked in. Swank, lots with the arm. Case Western's wrestler, locked in the head. As he shoots for the leg, doesn't go.
That's a very hard position to shoot in on that close leg there. Just because you have to shoot, you almost have to shoot in with that, with your far hand, and it's such a large distance to cover.
I feel like if you shoot, like, that has to be a hit or miss opportunity, because if you miss, that's an easy takedown for the opponent.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Swank forced out of bounds as both men will go back to neutral. If you're just now joining us, Adrian's on the green, Case Western's on the red, as you have been tuning in to an exciting match here. So you have Sean Swank for Adrian. And apologies once again if we can identify the wrestler here for Case Western. We have two Case Western wrestlers listed at 197. Those two wrestlers are Aiden Gassel and Alexander Goldman for Case Western. As we have the Case Western wrestler looking for top position, but Swank not giving them an inch. Such action here as they Case Western been awarded the takedown. 3-0 is the score to start off here. Final minute of the first period. Swank looking to escape. Swank in the quad pod, but now goes back down. Swank back to quad.
Yeah, Swank is repetitively attempting to stand up, and he keeps getting broken down. And it looks like, there's no wrist control there from Case Western. While they do have their boots in now.
As we see as we hear active communication from both benches and fans alike, cheering on while also semi-coaching from the fans on the match ahead. That's one thing that you gotta love about sports in general, is that like just the fan interactions. No
Absolutely.
matter what sport it is, you're always going to hear some micro coaching from the fans, and it's always great to hear.
Oh, it is always great to hear.
Sometimes it can get annoying from the athlete's perspective, but when you're like in the fans or you're up here in the booth, it's like, this is just amazing.
It is. Everybody's bought in.
Swank on top position. Looking to score some points here. Case Western awarded the escape 4-0 here in the individual score. Case Western up 21-10 on the team score. Swank looking to grab that headlock in, but both men are at true neutral. Swank standing up. Now they break off. Swank going back to his go-to. Swank goes for the leg takedown. Oh. That's something new that we see today.
Yes. And Case Western uses that leg toss to get his own takedown.
Case Western now is up on the individual score 7-0. As Swank is looking to find a way to escape, looking for that alleyway to escape. As we see the wrists are being locked in. Right in time is going up for the Case Western wrestler. And both men are on the cusp of being out of bounds. Both their bodies are halfway on each side. And these past two matches we've seen, the past 3 matches we've seen Case Western be really in control once they get to top position.
Yes, they have been.
Second period has come and gone, and we are now entering the third period. Time for Sean Swank to produce a comeback.
Yes. Sean Swank chooses neutral for the third period here.
Seems to be Sean Swank's main area is that neutral position.
I would say so, yes.
Especially when he gets into that. Well, what's that guard again?
The
that
2-on-1.
2-on-1.
Yes.
So can you explain to us what the 2-on-1 is?
So it's one wrestler having full control of one arm with both of his hands. One hand, the top hand, is going to be up by the opponent's underarm, and then the other hand will be down by the wrist, like completely locking out the arm at the elbow.
I actually wonder, has anybody tried to tickle somebody's armpit while being in 2-on-1?
You know, I'm sure someone has.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a wrestler, I'd be that cheat guy. See, any way you can.
Absolutely, any way you can, right?
Is that against the rules if you do that?
You know, I've never been told it has. It is. So.
You know what? We're gonna need somebody to try it. Try it right now. As another takedown has been awarded for Case Western, 10-0 in the individual score. Case Western's crowd's getting rowdy.
Yep, so with 45 seconds left on the clock, the ride time for Case Western is going to be more than locked in.
And that would be an extra point.
An extra point at the end of the third period, yeah.
Final 30 seconds coming up here. Case Western looking to maintain this position, which they have been these past 2-3 matches. As we see the green arm rise up.
That is a stall call for Swank here. His first one of the match.
Constant movement here in the 5. As Case Western stands up, and they will take 197 in the books as he takes a bow and a kiss to the Adrian.
Yeah.
Wow.
My goodness.
All right. As Case Western wins that match, as he still waves and says hi, lets out a roar. Kick, start my heart. Tanner Kraft coming out for the last match of the day. Tanner Kraft is listed at 285. Well, today he's listed at 216.
Yes.
So we're either going to see him wrestle either Goldman or Gassel.
I would have to assume it would be Goldman since he is the heavier of the two 97s.
I'm going to agree with you on that. Alexander Goldman against Tanner Kraft. Now, when you wrestle above 200 compared to wrestling in the 100s.
Yes.
Right? So I know you touched base on that earlier in the show, but like as a reminder, right, what's one of the differences that you could see as both of these two are really going at it like two Kodiak Bears?
Yes. See, like that's one of the big differences. Like you just said, they're going at it like Kodiak Bears. They're generally it's a lot more like heavier hands is what you will see, just because of the size, and then usually they're a little bit slower of matches, and they tend to be. The first takedown usually decides the match. And then absolutely massive throws like that. Oh, my goodness.
Both of them.
Great movement from both of the wrestlers here.
Goldman and Kraft. Here we go. As you see, both of them mega true neutral. Kraft looking to score some points for Adrian. Goldman looking to maintain this lead for Case Western as both of them break out of it. Here's Kraft, seeing what he can do. Ooh. So that looks to be that 2-on-1.
Goldman in that 2-on-1 here, yeah. And he's looking to do an ankle sweep, it looks like, with it.
So when somebody's on the opposite side of the 2-on-1 grab, right, to the 2-on-1 hold, what's the best way that they can do to counter it?
Counter it? Definitely just fight that top hand out from off of your arm. Because if you can get that top hand away, then they just have that wrist and you can square back up with them.
Tanner Kraft receiving, excuse me, Tanner Kraft receiving the support from the Bulldog crowd. Both men on the side of the circle. Now all back in, and there's Tanner Kraft with the takedown. Not yet.
Quite. And there's the 3 points.
There's the takedown.
In by a toe.
Tanner Kraft, now both men are out of bounds, but Tanner Kraft with that last second takedown. Here with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the first period. We will see where the positions will line up, and we see Tanner Kraft will have top position. Tanner Kraft lets him up.
Looking to score more points here, Tanner is.
Now we're seeing how quick Tanner Kraft really can be when it comes to takedowns.
Yes, he really is. He is one of the faster heavyweights, just in general.
Tanner Kraft looking to use that speed and power. You ever seen Top Gear, like old Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, James Mann?
I believe so, yeah.
Gee, like, because when I'm seeing Tanner Kraft, I'm just hearing Jeremy Clarkson, speed and power. It's just like, need your speed.
Yes.
Here you go, Tanner Kraft. Whoa.
You can see Case Western really holding on to that wrist.
Goldman and Kraft back in neutral. Seeing what they could do here, seeing who could take advantage of the other. Tanner Kraft looks to be on the top portion of things. There goes the second period, 3-1 score individual. Tanner Kraft has the lead for Adrian.
You can see Case Western defers choice to Adrian, and Kraft is going to choose the bottom position to start out the second.
Here we go, second period play starts up.
You can see Kraft go immediately into that quad pod.
Ooh. Goldman looking to get him up.
And he's refusing to get lifted here.
Goldman tried to lift Kraft, and he
there
does
it is.
Successfully. No takedown has been awarded yet. And Kraft looking for a reversal. Still no takedown awarded. Kraft maintaining position to make sure he's still on top in the scoreboard. Now going after that shoulder, Goldman is. As Kraft is inbounds by a toe. Not giving up. Kraft looking to grab that leg of Goldman. Now, when you're in this position and what we saw with Kraft grabbing that leg, are you looking to stand up to get that reversal, or what are you looking for?
It's almost like in that position specifically, you want to get his leg underneath yours so you can turn your hips and face into him.
It looks to be that seemed to be the way, and out of bounds they go.
And they're going to call an escape and not a reversal here. So they're going to go start back up at neutral.
Tanner Kraft up 4-1. As we're in the final 45 seconds of the second period. Both men at neutral. As you see both crowds trying to get into it. Tanner Kraft throws him off. Back to neutral we go. As we see that arm playing out with the wrist as they're both in neutral.
See Tanner having a shot attempt there.
The aggressiveness is still showing. The fight is still showing. Tanner Kraft and Goldman will make sure this goes to a third.
Goldman chooses neutral here to start the third period.
Honestly, it would probably be his best bet, because when we saw him on the bottom at the end of the first,
yes,
Kraft took it full-on advantage. Or didn't take full-on advantage. He was able to escape, but still.
Ref is going to call them out of bounds there.
Kraft and Goldman back at neutral. Goldman does have a chance to tie the game, to tie the match, with a takedown here. He was very close to getting that takedown.
Yes. Oh, and he goes for a throw here, and he does not get it. And 3 points are awarded to Tanner Kraft.
So it looked like, correct me if I'm wrong, I probably am, but correct me if I'm wrong, it looked like Goldman ran out as Kraft was putting pressure on his backside.
Somewhat, yeah. You could really see that. It looked like he was running for the edge of the mat, not just the circle there.
So
trying to get out of bounds before Tanner could return him to get his 3 points.
So that's the thought process
yes.
of, okay.
Yeah.
So, but what we just saw with him running out of bounds, but Tanner still maintaining his toes inside the circle, was still able to count stay down?
Yes, yep. So that's another thing, like really, especially comparing college to high school level, as soon as, I think in high school, as soon as like any portion of the body is out of bounds, they're going to call it out of bounds and bring it back to center. So body positioning and knowing where you're at, it's almost like toe touching a touchdown in football, just knowing where you're at on the mat is a very big help. And as you can see with Tanner here, Tanner's just racking up the takedowns against Goldman.
Tanner Kraft has proven his worth today. He had nothing to prove, but if there's any haters out there on Tanner Kraft, well, he just proved you all wrong. As we hear AC/DC play in the background. Kraft and Goldman going at it.
You see Goldman in on that 2-on-1 here, looking to trip again.
Kraft looking to score more points. Goldman looking to decrease the deficit. As both are really showing their power, and now we have I believe that's a stalemate, correct?
I believe so, yep. Well, it doesn't matter. It is the end of the match here.
Tanner Kraft with the victory, 10-3 is the final score for the individual. 25-10 is the score for Adrian, or it's the score for Case Western and Adrian.
End up being 25-14 with Tanner's major decision there. That wasn't a major decision. It'll be 13-25.
13-25 is your final score as Case Western wins the matchup against Adrian. But honestly, even though this was a team loss for Adrian, this was a really great showing for both teams.
It really was, yes.
Like Case Western, they proved their defensive bulwark. Stalworth or bulwark? Gosh dang, I'm supposed to be the one with that nose vocabulary. They proved their defensive prowess with some of their matches here. Adrian showing out their aggressive nature, their aggressiveness when trying to score the takedowns. So what's one thing that you saw from both sides that could be a takeaway for their next invites?
Both sides really they didn't want to give up any matches. Even when guys were down on either side, they didn't want to give up the match. They kept going and going and going. And you'll see in the college scene a lot of guys do tend to give up. You'll see that quite a bit, and I didn't see that at all from these teams here today.
I agree right there with you. The tenacity from both of these teams, off the charts. Really great match. And that'll do it for us here at ACTV. My name is Alex Grove, along with Brady Packer, Nathan Linder as the director. Nathan, I know you have a mic. You've been staying silent all day. You want to say hi?
I just see if my mic's right here. Yeah, there it is. Like mirrored a lot of what you guys said. I mean, it's just unbelievable prowess from both of these teams. Coaches and fans get into it. It's nice to see a meet back here at Adrian College, home opener for both teams. And as we move forward in the rest of the season, I like to see, especially the higher-ranked guys, nationally ranked, we'll see what they do in the postseason.
Well, that does it for the ACTV broadcast. Once again, I'm Alex Grove, Brady Packer, Nathan Linder, signing off. God bless. Thank you for watching.